Hello again, I'm Jim Fazone, candidate for Senate in LD7. I'm running for Senator, along with Eileen Bleistein and Doug Dillon, who are running for Assembly. We'd appreciate your vote in November. Today is part of the week of, it's a week of National Learning Disabilities. So it's National Learning Disabilities Week. I'm standing in front of the home of a really smart guy who had a learning disability. Behind me is the house of Albert Einstein. And that's just north of LD7 in Burlington County. And he had dyslexia. And he's known for working on the Manhattan Project and also the theory of relativity. Pretty smart guy. So I think when we think about learning disabilities, we want to remember there's a lot of research more recently on that we all learn differently. Howard Gardner talks about multiple intelligences. There are 7 of them. He even added a few more. Bernice McCarthy talks about the 4 learning styles. Gilchrist just wrote a book on right brain, left brain. It's called The Master and His Emissary. So you might want to do some reading on your own. But I think the important thing is, an old saying when it comes to students learning and children learning, maybe even adults learning as well, is that the learner doesn't care how much you know until you show how much you care. So let's put care in. Like a lot of times when we're teaching something, we lose our patience. We're a little bit worried. Maybe we're nervous. We're trying to get the information across. But remember, we all learn differently. A little few tidbits on Albert Einstein. He was not a good student. In fact, evidently he was a handful when he was in school as well. Toward the end, when he lived here, after World War II and after he had worked on the Manhattan Project, he was evidently still a handful. He was dating a very beautiful blonde Russian spy in this area. And then after about 7 years, they found that she was a spy, and we kind of sent her back to Russia. We really couldn't have our nuclear physicist dating Russian spies. Probably didn't work that well in those days. But he still wrote love letters. They were discovered recently. Look some of those up. One of my favorite lines from one of the love letters to her was, "I miss you dearly and I think of you often." So once again, this is Learning Disabilities Week. I'm Jim Fazone, running for Senate. Eileen Bleistein and Doug Dillon running for Assembly. I'm out here in front of the home of Albert Einstein. So we'll see you in our next video. But in the meantime, let's all work on patience if we're teaching someone something. Again, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.